short video, guys. So I decided to come on the camera, well, make a video today on a life update. Sorry if you hear little man, he fighting his sleep. But I decided, and also if you hear the heater, I got it on the floor because my feet is cold, child. If you anemic and your iron is low, I feel bad for us right now, but anyways, I decided to come and make a video of a life update of everything that has been going on in my life. Through all the good and the bad, I am thankful for everything. I am still in the faith. I still got my faith. I still got my hope. Life just threw a curveball, and an unexpected curveball, and I didn't never ever expect what had happened and transpired in my life to happen so soon. So as you guys know, I'm a mother of 9. My oldest daughter, her name is Kamren. I talk about her all the time in previous vlogs or whatever, and I made mention that I was about to be a grandma. Well, I am a grandma, but she was just with the child at the moment. But it's hard for me to talk about it still because it just happened like 2 weeks ago. But I didn't want to leave my supporters and my subscribers and friends and family out in the blue, because I made Facebook posts and stuff, and I have had a lot of people praying for me, but they just didn't know what they were praying for. But they just know that the godly woman that I am, and the fearful woman that I am, and the motherly woman that I am, they were just a little confused about what was going on, because I never did make a post on what was going on until it was time for me to make a post. But on November the 18th, my daughter had came home from work. She did her shift or whatever, and she was fine. Like, she was fine. And about an hour after her work shift, after her coming home, after she had ate her little sub and, you know, went to go lay down for a little bit, she got up and was complaining about back pain. And I didn't know what was going on. I thought maybe it was Braxton hits, because I was in the kitchen, you know, cooking dinner or whatever, doing what I do, getting ready, the other kids prepared for school the next day, and making my dinner for my family. Mind you, this was around like going on 5 o'clock in the evening or whatever. And she was complaining about back pain. And I told her, I had told her, you know, maybe it was just Braxton Hicks or whatever. And she was complaining. She said I told her that maybe it was just Braxton Hicks, and that, you know, that's what happens when you're getting close to your due date, which she was close to her due date. And to go lay down or whatever. And she was like, "Ma, no, I've never felt this pain before. This is like really, really hurting." And her dad was there, Earl was there, whatever, and he was just like, "Go lay down, baby. Let me rub your back," and all this kind of stuff. But she started crying. And when she started crying, Kamaya is a hard girl. Like, I tell everybody that she's one of the hardest child that I have. Like, she hard. Like, I'm talking about, like, don't nothing really, like, hurt her unless it's something that really is painful to her, like her feelings and stuff. Like, that's what hurts her or whatever. But she started crying, and so that's when I knew. I was like, oh my God, like, we might be having a baby today. Like, that's what I was thinking. Like, my baby, my grandson finna come today. Like, I'm excited or whatever. And so I say, well, go ahead and call her boyfriend. I'm not gonna put his name out there or whatever, and tell him to come on and get you and take you up there to the women's center or whatever, which is only like 5 minutes away from the house. And she was like, he already on the way. I was like, okay, cool. I was like, when they get up there, when you get up there, basically they're gonna just monitor you on a monitor and probably stop your contractions, because you still got a couple of more weeks or whatever, and send you home. I say, you need to get some rest. You've been working hard. She had been working hard, you know, because she knew she had a baby on the way. The baby shower was next weekend. next weekend, like now or whatever. And we was just getting prepared for everything. She wanted just to have a good celebration for her baby shower. She wanted to make sure that my grandson was well taken care of, which he was and will always be or whatever. But so after that, he came and picked her up. They made it to the women's center. She called me on FaceTime and said, you know, that the contractions had slowed down, but she was having contractions. So I asked to speak to the nurse via FaceTime, and I got on the phone with the nurse or whatever, and she was like, yeah, Kamaya's doing good. We're just monitoring her contractions. She is having them. Her blood pressure, I was like, is her blood pressure good? Because I know preeclampsia is big in the African American women or whatever, and I just wanted to make sure that her blood pressure was good. But blood pressure was fine. So and so next thing you know, she was like, Mom, I'll call you back if anything changed. They just monitoring me. I was like, you feeling fine? She was like, yeah, I'm feeling fine. It's still in my back though, but I feel fine. I'm like, okay, let me know. So I hung up the phone with her, start fixing the kids' plates. About 20 minutes later, she called back and was like, Mom, they say get up here now because I may have to have an emergency C-section. I'm like, what's going on? Like, it just shocked me because we were just fine. I'm like, what's going on? And so she was like, they say they can't find, you know, the baby's heart rate, the baby's heart rate going down. So I just immediately dropped everything. By that time, Earl hadn't came home, like I said, and from work or whatever, and my sister happened to be over here. And I knew I didn't want to leave the baby, my baby, with my oldest son. Even though he's 17, he just not in that state of mind to like take care of baby, because we just didn't know what was gonna happen. I called one of my close friends, which is like, she's 5 minutes down the road. I called her to come and get the baby or whatever, and so she came and got the baby. By that time, we all just then packed up and went to the hospital. So that was like a total of like 15 to 20 minutes. So we got to the hospital, and by that time she was in a room, and they was getting prepared for labor. And Dr. Hubbard, which is my doctor, he came in to talk to us, to let us know that her contractions were coming back to back. She might not feel them, but they were coming back to back, and that the baby's heart rate was dropping. So I was like, okay, what do you recommend? And he was like, emergency C-section. So he was like, I'm going to watch her a couple of more minutes to see if anything changes, but if nothing changed, then we're going to do the emergency C-section. I'm like, okay. So he left out. We had 2 nurses in there. Thank God, you know, African American nurses, which is very rare where we stay, but they were there. They were very helpful. I appreciate them or whatever. But they were trying to find the baby's heart rate, and all of a sudden they couldn't find the baby's heart rate. So I was like, what's going on? And she really wasn't talking. So next thing you know, Dr. Hubbard just rushed in there, and he was like, emergency C-section. I'm like, dang, that was fast. Like, he wasn't even gone for like 5 minutes. And they tried to get Kamaya to do the hands and knee position, like, you know, like hunched over, but he was like, emergency C-section. So everything started happening fast, like putting on surgery gear, the nurses prepping her, getting her together. She was like in shock, like just big-eyed, like, Mom, what's wrong? I'm like, breathe, calm down, everything's gonna be okay, you know, everything gonna be okay, just breathe and start praying now, just start praying now. That's all I kept saying. And the next thing you know, her boyfriend was in shock too. We had to help him get dressed. And so they went on back there. We went to the little waiting area, and we just waited. Make a long story short, Kamaya ended up having a baby via C-section, but things took a turn for the worse. And so what happened was, her placenta and her uterus kind of separated, and the baby lost oxygen for 19 minutes. And they saved Kamaya because she could have hemorrhaged, and I thank God that my baby was saved. And they came out and talked to us to let us know that, you know, that my grandson had lost oxygen or whatever, and that they will transport him to Columbia to get him to a better NICU, a level 5 NICU, or Kamaya can just hold him and let him go be with the Lord, and you know that. And I was like, no, do whatever y'all need to do to save my grandson. So we went up there to see him. It was only 2 people were allowed. Kamaya told me and her boyfriend to go up there. I prayed over him so much. Like I prayed. And by that time the ambulance from Columbia had then made it up. Took about an hour. They had him hooked up to all these machines and stuff to try to keep him, you know, going and stuff. So handsome, so sweet. Just a bittersweet moment just to lay my eyes on him and just to pray for him and whatever. And they took him, they allowed Kamaya to see him before they took him. And I got, you know, pictures, which I'm not going to share any pictures. I'm not going to do anything like that for her peace of mind. And you know, that's her doing. If she want to share pictures on social media, she'll do that on down the line. But I'm not going to disrespect her like that. But so after we seen him and, you know, we prayed, and, you know, she was just confused. You know, 20 years old, first baby. We were just, everything was just fine. And then it took a turn for the worse like that. It just was, everybody was lost. Everybody was confused. Earl was really, really hurt. He was hurting so bad, crying. I did not shed a tear at the hospital. But then it was about 2 o'clock in the morning. We finally left to come home to get baths and to get right back up at like 5 in the morning to be right back up there. I cried in the shower. I cried. And I just didn't question God why, but I just was in confusion and just wondering what was going on. During that whole time, I had then reached out to my pastors and the elders and stuff, and they had been calling my phone, you know, praying over us, getting in the group chat, praying, called all my family, praying. Everybody was in prayer. Like every single elder I know, I called. But they transferred him down to Columbia. So Kamaya stayed at the hospital here in hometown for about 2 days. And they called her and said that she can come to the hospital down there in Columbia. So she went down there. That was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, to be Tuesday, the next day, to be with him. And she stayed down there with him. We traveled back and forth to Columbia to, you know, be with her. His parents, his mom traveled back and forth to be with them. Like it was just all, we just came together like a village. So that Thursday we went back down there. She got to be transferred and got accepted in the Ronald McDonald House. I don't know if y'all know about the Ronald McDonald House, but it's where families can stay, mothers can stay, parents can stay, siblings can stay to be with the whoever's in the NICU, whatever child is sick, period. That it's like right beside the hospital down there in Columbia. So she was able to stay down there with my grandson or whatever, and be close to him. So that Thursday, we was expecting for them to stay Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you know, stay a while, because they were going to run more tests and do all that kind of stuff to see like how much brain activity he had, this, that, and the third. But Kamaya did make mention that she didn't want her child to suffer. And I thank God for the love and the common sense that he gave my daughter. She's a split image of me, besides, you know, her craziness or whatever. But I'm a little crazy too, but she really got it in her or whatever. And she just didn't want her baby to suffer. I would not want my child to suffer if it came down to any one of them. I would not. I could not see myself having a suffering child. But when tests came back and it didn't show anything, she just made her final decision of letting him go be with the Lord. Soon as we left from Columbia, we got down there that morning, and I had to beat 5 o'clock traffic to get the other kids off the bus, get them from daycare and all that kind of stuff. So soon as I got home, around like 7, Kamaya had decided to do it. I wanted to be down there with my baby girl while she did it, because I just could not imagine me not having anyone with me. But and when I think about life without it within itself right now, my mother has never been here for me for any event that I've experienced. My dad has not been here for any event I have experienced. So I have really took on a lot by myself, besides with my husband, because we got married at 22 and 23 or whatever. And so I've always had him in my 20s or whatever. But like, just experiencing life, by the time I was 19, I had 2 kids, and Kamaya and her brother Kamren, and then the other ones then fell afterwards or whatever, after we got married. But I just could not imagine. But she's strong and she handled it. I was on FaceTime while it happened, and it was just a bittersweet moment. Like I said, I did not cry the whole time. I think it was because my adrenaline was up high, and I was just trying to be there for Kamaya and be strong for her. I didn't want her to see me cry. But after it happened and he took his last breath, I just let it all go. I screamed, I cried. The kids was in here crying. I had one of my best friends here with me. She was helping me with the baby, because I just could not, I was in shock. Like, I just could not understand. But all that happened, and I thank God for my family that came and stepped up. Like, family did come and step up and help me out during this moment. From the food to the donations, to monetary donations, to helping me plan the funeral, to the funeral home, to paying my grandson's funeral off. I did that. We did that. Like, it just was a bittersweet moment. We had his funeral this past Sunday. So he passed on the 21st. He was born on the 18th. He was passed on the 21st. And we had his funeral December the 1st, just to get every family member home, because her boyfriend's family is in Virginia, so they came down. We wanted to get Thanksgiving out the way, and then we had his funeral. So we had his funeral on December the 1st. But yeah, so today is December the 3rd, so it's just 2 days after my grandson's funeral. I just buried my grandson, and he had a beautiful going away service. The pastor was very, very, very good to us. My home church, the Well, was very, very good to us. I thank God for those. I just thank God for everyone. I thank God for the experience. During the whole time, I was just thanking him for the experience, because I never expected to go through this, and to experience his love, his presence, his peace, his mercies, just to experience that in a different form was very breathtaking. My kids, they took it hard, because that was their nephew. They were finna be uncles, which they still are uncles. I know I say that was my grandchild, but that is my grandchild. I was finna be a grandma. I am a grandma at the end of the day. And I'm sorry, I'm just trying to keep the light going from the TV. Because of my ring light, I don't got it plugged up, and I don't feel like plugging it up. But yeah, I just wanted to share that news with y'all, because I know I just had been recording her and finally putting her on camera, and she was finally allowing me to put her on camera with her belly, because she was like, I ain't letting nobody see my belly. But I just really just started posting her, you know, with the belly and all that kind of stuff. And we were getting ready for the baby shower. Like I said, I had went in there and changed her rooms around, changed everybody's room around, put her in the big room, so she can get ready for the baby. But yeah, we gonna have to take counseling. We're gonna do grief counseling. They recommend grief counseling for her. I'm gonna let her make her choice, but I know as far as me and Earl and the children, they're taking it at school, and we're taking it or whatever, and we're gonna take it at church. We have some grief counseling at church. But yeah, baby Kyro, we was thinking that he was gonna have him a little, you know, growing up buddy. But at the end of the day, I know that my grandson is gone to be with the Lord, and that God makes no mistakes, and I'll see him again in the near future. Whenever God called me home, which I hope you don't call me home no time soon. I tell him, I say, God, please don't call me home no time soon, even though I know that's what my home gonna be. But I want to raise up my babies and experience life with them, unlike I didn't get to experience life with a mother or father, and they got 2-parent households. So I want to experience life with them so I can help them get through times like this, because I never thought that this would happen so fast, so soon. But he was a handsome little baby. This is his obituary. His name was KSwayy Capri Amir Anthony. I had him a poem. I wrote out the obituary. I did everything. That's why everybody keep calling, checking on me, because I did so much. Like, my home was open. My home was where the funeral, well, where everybody meet. You know, my home was where everything was. On top of Thanksgiving, I cooked. So I did take a lot on to my body and my mental state. So if I don't vlog for Vlogmas like that, just know that I experienced something that just we never thought that we'd experience. I'm not even over it. It's just the beginning. Once the funeral is over with, it's like, now this is the process. Like, this really happened. This is really what's about to happen. This is my emotions. This is what I'm feeling, or whatever. But I did a little poem, and it said, in the memory of a special son, it's sometimes hard to know why things happen as they do. For so much joy and happiness was centered around you. It seems so hard to comprehend that you're no longer here, but all the happy memories will help to keep you near. You're thought about with pride and joy, son, and with each mention of your name, death cannot change a single thing. The love will still remain the same forever. So yeah. So we had a good service. Yep. This, like I said, this is his obituary. She got a lot of plants. I got one in here, and I let her keep the big one that my family had sent her, and I got the small piece lily. My house is a mess still. I said after Sunday, I was like, after the funeral, after everybody had left, which also my sister Kendrick, like, she really, like, she did it. Like, I thank God for my sister Kendrick. She was my voice over social media. She was my voice to everybody when everybody was asking questions. She was the head person with the food. Like, when people want to send me donations, she knew what to do. Like, everybody, like, really stepped in. Her aunt catered the repast Sunday, which was very nice. But yeah, and everybody still, I'm still getting calls and texts today, that, you know, the people checking up on me or whatever. But I haven't had the urge to get up and clean up the house. It's not junky, but it's junky, because it's just junky in my eyes, but everybody say it's not junky. We did finally put up our Christmas tree, which I recorded Sunday, to get it on up, just after the funeral, just to get them some lit, you know, like, uplift their spirits. We went ahead and put the Christmas tree up when everybody left. So we did that night. It was fun. They enjoyed it. So I'll be putting that video out after this of us putting up the Christmas tree and showing you the decorations that we had purchased or whatever. But yeah, that's all I can say right now. So take time with me. Yeah, if anybody want to send any donations, I have my Cash App listed down below. I put it right here if y'all want to send donations to help out, because it really did take a toll on us with it being the holidays, and I know that I got to get Christmas out the way for the children. But you know, my grandson came first because I wanted him to have a beautiful homegoing service, which he did. He really did. But if anybody want to send anything, not asking for nothing, because I never ever get on here. I have never ever got on here and asked for nothing. Y'all can, like I said, I'll put my Cash App down below if y'all want to send something, but it's not needed. I mean, it's not recommended, but we appreciate everything. But yeah, look, man is right here, sleep finally. I am going to push through though. I can't get into this depressed mind state. So yeah, I'm going to get through. Started back taking my vitamins. My iron been low. I've been feeling dizzy and lightheaded. So my iron has dropped. The weather's not making it no better. It's very cold outside. No more than the 30s right now. 30s and 40s. But yeah, I'm still gonna do a couple of videos of Vlogmas. I probably only do like 15 videos out of the month, because we do got stuff coming up like parade, and want to do some little ornaments with them, and just stuff. I want to do a vision board for 2025. I've never done that. One of my friends had recommended me doing that, and yeah, just little stuff like that. Cooking videos, you know how I do. But thank y'all for everything. Thank y'all for your love, your prayers, your kind words, if you leave them, if you don't. But 2025 gonna be my year. Like it gotta be my year. It will be my year. I've went through so much and endured so much in life. Nothing has really stopped me, and I'm not gonna let anything stop me until God stops me. So this is just another brick that got thrown at us for me to climb on up to the top. I'm not gonna give up on my YouTube. I was thinking about giving up on my YouTube months ago, and I started back doing it, and I gotta keep going, because I don't get, you know, the views and the subscribers like that. But it takes time, and it also takes time on my end with consistency, like putting videos out and showing y'all my life. I gotta stop being ashamed of certain things, because I mean, it's life. My house not perfect. I don't have the up-to-date stuff. I don't, you know, I don't have all that stuff. I don't care. It's gonna come. As long as I put my hard work in, it'll pay off. Work hard, play, you know, you'll get to play or whatever. But yeah, so I gotta get rid of a lot of baby stuff that I was saving for the baby or whatever. But now my sister's pregnant, so I will be passing it along to her. So with death comes life, they say. And Kamaya, she just needs y'all's prayers. She not gonna give up. I told her on down the line, you know, her and her boyfriend want to try again. This time we know what not to do, and this time we know how to do it. No stressing, no fussing, no arguing, no being mad about little stupid stuff or whatever. Just keep focused. You know, things gonna be planned the way it's supposed to be. You know, you take care of your body, take care of your health, so things like this won't happen. But he was a big boy. He was 4 pounds 4 ounces. Yeah, head full of hair. Looked like Kamaya's twin. But I got plenty of pictures that I'm gonna get printed out and make him a little memorial book. I'm gonna get him a tombstone, probably January, February, after the holidays. Yeah, so with that being said, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Sorry if the video is dark, but I didn't feel like plugging up my ring light. I need to get up because Kamora is about to get off the bus. I'm about to lay him down. which he didn't open up his eyes again. You didn't open up your eyes, man. You want to say hey to the camera? You want to say hey? Say hey. Say hey. My name's Kyro. So, she still got her little brother to her love on, but it ain't her baby. I know how they feel. But anyways, I'll see you guys later. And yeah, stay tuned for more videos. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye. Say bye. Say bye. Bye, y'all.